Hi, this is Jeff, the chef at the Road Chef in Branson, Missouri again. And today I'm making, what we have there is Miss Emma's mac and cheese. It's a cheese sauce and then macaroni and cheese. The cheese sauce you can use for anything, but I'm going to show you how to make it today. We start with 3 ounces of butter, and then I use rice flour. So if you are gluten intolerant, we can you can do it with gluten-free pasta, and you can still have your mac and cheese. So we do equal parts butter and rice flour, and this will make our roux. In the mac and cheese, obviously you can see there's some Velveeta here. We use that. I think Velveeta is underrated. I mean, it gives you a great creaminess. Then we have 6 other cheeses. So I'm going to take the butter, melt it in a pan, and we'll make our roux. And then once we get the roux going, we'll have to cook it out. And we don't have to do so much with it like a normal roux where you would cook out the flour because of the rice flour. So it goes a little bit quicker than normal. But then we'll add our spice mixture, which is a combination of a little bit of chipotle ancho powder, the umami seasoning, which is a big one, salt, and pepper. And that's our seasonings for it. Our butter's melted. We're adding our rice flour. And you see it's kind of thick, but it'll loosen up. And when we add our liquids to it, it'll be perfect. Give us a great thickening. Now I add our spices to help release some of the oils that's in it, to get them to be more aromatic and fragrant. And you see how it's starting to bubble and cook down? And if you could have smell-o-vision, you'd be able to smell all those spices coming out, and it's just really fragrant. We'll let it cook for another minute or so, and then we'll add the liquids. Now we've got our flour mixture cooked down. Now we just start adding our liquids. We use, for this batch that I'm making now, you're using a half a quart of half and half, 1.5 quarts of heavy cream. Use a stick blender to help incorporate the cheese. It helps chop it up to where it's smaller pieces and incorporate it, and basically emulsifies the cheese sauce. And now we'll start adding in the rest of our cheese a little bit at a time, blending it as we go. Now we'll add the rest of the cheese. And I've got my water going for my pasta. You want it salty like the ocean. And we're using corkscrew pasta. Now the cheese sauce is getting nice and gooey and ooey, and it's about ready for the pasta. Now we just we turn down the heat and just let it sit and let it cook on low for a little bit, give it a little bit more time to come together. All right, we've cooked the noodles till al dente, so they're a little, there's still a little crunch to them or bite to them. And we'll put them into our container. That way they'll absorb the cheese sauce as it sets. This is for Miss Emma's mac and cheese, and I just happen to have Miss Emma here with me. This is Miss Emma. This is who she loves the mac and cheese. So we'll mix this up together, and then you can put it and hold it. It'll hold for a couple hours just fine without worrying about it. It's like in a crock pot. And we just scoop it on top of it, ladle it. You want to make it a little soupy because it's gonna absorb into the noodles, so when it sets, it'll be nice and juicy. Thank you for helping, Miss Emma. Oh, you want some mac and cheese, don't you? And here we have the finished mac and cheese.